trapping.
What are you guys counting? Okay.
Alright.
You got close.
Alright. 3, 2, 1. Hey, what's up, people? Hey, what's up, people? So welcome back to the Boys Podcast. I'm Jacob and I'm here with... And so, considering to the circumstances right now, this is how we're doing the podcast right now. Layla, please, the love of God.
First it was Leo and his crushing, now it's Layla going...
So, as you guys know, we take the first 5 minutes to talk about whatever, and the last 5 minutes to talk about whatever, and then we get into the topic for this week. And I just want to say that this podcast is premiering on Labor Day weekend. So yeah, that's nice. So KJ, I guess your 3-week vacation was nice while it lasted.
Yeah, it sucked actually. We almost got to a car accident twice.
Well, while I was gone? Okay, so I'm going to take the first 5 minutes for you two to talk about how you guys have been throughout the past month or so.
Speak up, sir.
I want to take the first 5 minutes to talk about what you guys have been up to the last month.
Well, I mean, I've been going to school, so, you know, that's great.
I just started school, I hate it.
Yeah.
30 to 15 in one of my classes.
I
know, like, I never tell the kids, because I'm in now college level classes for some fucking reason. Yeah. Forcible. Now it's growing back in. You have to lather it.
Have you bought it yet?
No.
Fuck. It's funky. That folded around my hand perfectly. What's the 90? Oh no, we asked that later.
What?
I was about to ask what's tonight's topic.
Yeah, we still have a bit of time before we do the topic.
Yeah.
But it's alright, I got the book right here, so.
As I was saying, I've been to school and I'm
Where
in
should we go? Russia versus France? Russia versus France? Australia versus France? Or Bavaria versus Australia?
So in this week's halftime, I have another half-ass halftime, which is nice. It's actually the first halftime I did by myself, since considering the circumstances with Braylen getting COVID. Braylen, I love you, brother. Hope you get well soon, and hopefully we'll have you back on the podcast in no time. But yeah, so as far as we're concerned, this is how the podcast is gonna be at least for a few weeks. Basically, whoever can hop online and basically join me for the podcast and whatnot. And videos are gonna be a little bit wonky too for a little bit, since the whole situation right now is freaking a clusterfuck. But yeah, so as I was saying, this is how the podcast is going to be for a little bit, hopefully until we can get Braylen back here when he's better and healthy. Maybe put some positive, just a positive comment down below for Braylen, because he's going to need it. But you know, it's just that, like, I know people are like freaked out with like COVID and like whatnot, so we're just, you know, doing what we have to do. He's gonna have to isolate for about a week or two, I think. And hopefully we can have Braylen back in no time when he's better. But for right now, this is how the podcast is going to be, and this is and it's good to do with the old crew, or whatever you want to call it. Well, and I guess I have to do this now. Is adjust the topic for this week.
Oh God, what's the topic?
The topic for this week is, can you guys do a drum roll for me, please? And the topic for this week is mythical creatures.
I killed someone.
This is a Hufflepuff.
I died.
This is unicorn.
So the only thing that's difficult about this is that I can't show you guys my laptop since you're all the way over there for the camera. But I got the laptop right here. I wish I could share it, but oh well. Yeah, mythical creatures such as like Bigfoot. Are aliens one?
Yeah. I mean, he's an American folk now, I guess. I mean, no one believed in him, so again, he is a mythical creature.
I mean, there's a lot of like mythical creatures we have seen like throughout the internet. So that's something that we could go over. Yeah. So is there anything you guys want to say about mythical creatures?
You're fucking dying, okay?
Yeah, fucking fine. I got a poncho.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. It's a bit up the hill.
Huh?
It's authentic.
How do you struggle to say authentic? I've been told.
Have you seen those shows on like Discovery Channel shit about like finding Bigfoot?
Yeah, I was big into those as a kid. I watched all that like finding Bigfoot.
Dude, that's just so hilarious sometimes. The reporter's like, what's wrong with you guys? Before they smack wood against wood. They need a badge.
I do want to say on my main channel though, I'm so close to 200 subscribers. We're at 184 right now.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. 16 away from 200.
Hey, Jacob.
Yeah?
If you agree with this, we should get Hunter's hair.
You touched my hair and I'll fuck you up.
I think that's impossible, buddy.
Yeah, that's never gonna happen for me. You should know this by now.
Oh, maybe we should talk about what should I do for 200.
I already cut his creatures, so a while ago. Not too long ago.
Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention we're in the episode 30s now for the podcast. We just hit episode 30 last week. Now it's now this is episode 31. And then on to the episode 40s, and then the episode 50s. I think when we'll get to episode 50s, that's when we hit a full year of the podcast.
Oh, Jesus, that's gonna be fucked up, man.
But yeah, well, like I said, I hope you guys are having an amazing Labor Day weekend.
Oh, here, wait. Let me try something really quick.
Alright.
Give me one minute here. See if I can do some funky. Don't worry, I'm not blowing up a school, I swear.
So what happens if I just look myth?
Yeah, I can cast a Tom's TV.
Creature.
I don't know. I want to cast it.
Okay, so there's a list of mythical creatures here.
Okay.
There's a dragon, unicorn, mermaid, werewolf, fairy, a sphinx.
A Phoenix.
Yeah, like wait a while. A chimera. A launch nest monster, a griffin, a centaur, a yeti, a leprechaun, a gnome, a pegasus, a ghoul, an imp, a gasland, a troll, a manicure, a pixie, a hippogriff, a kappa, sea serpent, a merman.
I'm interested with the sea serpent.
Yeah.
A sea serpent?
Yeah, that should be interesting.
Alright, let's check on that. A sea serpent or sea dragon is a type of dragon sea monster described in various mythologies, most notably Mesopotamian, Judeo-Christian, Greek, and Norse.
That's interesting.
Does a sea serpent exist? Sea snakes are real animals found in the Indian Ocean and southern Pacific. The longest can grow to about 9 feet, impressive enough to give rise to legends. Although some of these snakes are venomous, they usually do not pose a threat to humans.
Damn.
And then there's, what does a sea serpent symbolize? The native sea serpent symbolizes protection, supernatural power, and revival. It is one of the most powerful symbols in Kawaki culture. The constitute a supernatural, three-headed serpent that possesses shape-shifting abilities and the ability to turn specters into stone when gazed upon.
I would not want to encounter that thing at any point in time. This fucking sea serpent. He's like, what?
No. A hydra was technically a sea serpent.
Did you know gigantic octopus are a thing?
Yeah.
Like, the kraken is like a legit thing.
Well, yes and no.
It's because they're squids that grow up to like, what was it, fucking 12 feet, like 20 feet or something?
Well, yeah, but the kraken was designed to be able to wrap around the entire ship with just its tentacles.
Alright,
So
so
this giant serpent. Oh my god.
Holy shit. Okay, wait.
13 meters!
The longest squid to ever be recorded was 43 feet long and may have weighed nearly a ton.
fuck that.
Yeah. Holy fuck, dude.
Layla, quit your whining. I apologize, guys. We have the dogs in like this one room here. You guys will see what I'm talking about in the halftime. But until we get there, though. But like I said, everything's kind of a cluster right now. As far as right now, I'm in a rental house.
A giant squid can be up to usually 18 meters long, and that's almost as big as a blue whale.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, there are, no, wait. What's the, yeah, there are blue whales with, like, stars of tentacles and shit, so it's very plausible that there are squids big enough to wrap all the way around a blue whale.
I think maybe the legend that came down was maybe a squid wrapped around like a rowboat.
And there was, like, a full-on, like, pirate ship, and they're like, whoa!
I mean, deep sea gigantism does exist.
Yeah, it does, no, especially with, like, English and shit.
Oh, yeah, fucking worse.
Here, wait, speaking of long-ass squids,
Oh, I gotta
did you
fix my
see
leg.
that, like, well, it's kind of recent, squid that looks fucking atrocious. It's a brand new type of squid that they've never seen before.
Huh.
Let me flip around the camera really quick. It's exactly.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like here.
Huh.
Like imagine you're in a boat and you just see this fucking thing just chilling next to you.
I pissed myself.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're saying like their tentacles are almost fucking like 18 feet long, I think.
Like at least 18 feet or...
I'm pretty sure like at least 18 feet.
Oh my god.
No,
Way
but
less.
5 in the Great Australian Bight. Huh? That's interesting. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, this is as big as a dude.
Oh my god.
Yeah, see, there's like things of this where they think that might have
existed at one point.
yeah, where it's been big enough to wrap all the way around. That's the sperm whale.
Yeah.
But imagine the size of that fucking squid.
Yeah, no thank you.
I was about to say it was a sperm whale that took down
Kraken.
yeah, but a Kraken? No, it was the sperm whale that took down a Moby Dick ship.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
right here it says sea serpents were featured in. Wait, no, it says who killed the sea serpent.
What?
So there's a question here that says who killed the sea serpent. Sea serpents were featured in Terry Rosio's original script for Dead Men Tell No Tales.
Yes, that is true.
One was killed by Jack Sparrow on the streets of Georgetown, San Domingo.
Yeah, there's one scene in Pirates of the Caribbean where
He jumped into the Kraken.
yeah, so at first he was running away because he was like, man, fuck this, I don't want to deal with this, but then he comes back and he just fucking dives headfirst into a gigantic squid.
No, he was trapped onto the ship. He was still trying to run, and he did die.
Well, he ran, he came back, and then
No, he didn't.
yeah,
No, he was trapped onto the ship. By Elizabeth Swan.
he's a bitch anyway. Only this kid fucking thing.
Well, I'm going on YouTube right now and searching sea serpent.
Yeah, apparently Colossus was fucking really? Yeah, you guessed it just from the name alone, right?
10 giant creatures caught on camera? Damn.
What?
There's just a thing that popped up that says 10 giant creatures caught on camera.
Oh, you should watch that. That sounds interesting. I like the sound of that. That's the top from the Spirit Beach, Tennessee.
We can
Looking
do.
at deep sea creatures.
I want to,
And Maryland. Oh, that's a fiddle. I don't like the look of that thing. You'll see this and tell me there's a god. What the fuck? Okay,
Does that actually exist?
yes. It's a deep sea creature.
oh wait, I think it's actually playing up the scene from Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales.
You want to see a really fucked up deep sea creature?
Well,
Yes.
This thing is called a chimera. You look at that and you tell me there's a god.
huh.
Oh my god, that's
There's like a baby one. It looks like a fetus. Oh god.
yeah, but it kind of is.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, there's a video that explains the sea serpent. It's 7 minutes and 35 seconds.
Oh, yes.
Alright, so I'm gonna start the first screen recording. Starting your screen recording, 3, 2, 1.
Fine.
Alright, so it's a very underrated video. It's a new mini documentary.
Documentary.
Damn advertisements.
I love advertisements. They're so good.
I hope it doesn't drag up with the audio, especially with you guys in the audio too.
Hello there, traveller. So good to see you again. You're always welcome here at Cryptid Central. So, how have you been? I hope all these stories of cryptids I keep telling you haven't been keeping you up at night. Pull up a pew, my friend, as I am once again in a talkative mood. Today, I shall be talking about a cryptid that has been the bane of the sailor's existence for millennia. I'm talking, of course, about the sea serpent. The sea serpent is a type of dragon sea monster which has been described in various mythologies, most notably Mesopotamian, Hebrew, and ancient Greek. They are said to inhabit each of the world's oceans, meaning they can thrive in the coldest temperatures of the Arctic, as well as the warm waters of the Indian Ocean. They are typically of an enormous size, with eyewitness accounts describing them as being between 20 and 100 feet long, with a serpentine body and large, sharp scales, or sometimes a smooth, rubbery skin.
He said 20 to 100
The sea
feet
serpent has a
long.
mane of hair or hair-like fins around its neck, while running along its back.
I
They
think
come
that's
in
the
a variety
maximum.
of
20,
colours,
he said
including
20
black,
to 100.
brown, green, grey and blue, suggesting a number of different species exist.
20 to 100?
Sightings of the sea serpent have been reported for hundreds of years and are still reported to this day. Many maps from the medieval period and the Middle Ages show images of sea serpents swimming in the ocean or attacking ships. They are said to wrap their bodies around ships in a snake-like fashion and then drag them down into the depths, sealing the fate of all on board. In general, they are said to swim in an undulating up and down motion, with a series of humps visible above the surface of the water. Recorded sea serpent sightings go back to the days of Aristotle, some of which were noted in his Historia Animalium. Within is a reference to an eyewitness account of a dead sea creature seen by the philosopher Poseidonius on the coast of the northern Levant at some point between 130 and 51 BC. Aristotle said, "Here, as reported by Poseidonius, was seen the fallen dragon, the corpse of which was about a plethrum in length, and so bulky that horsemen standing by it on either side could not see one another, and its jaws were large enough to admit a man on horseback, and each flake of its horny scales exceeded an oblong shield in length." Hans Egede, the national saint of Greenland, described the sea serpent in the 18th century. The record states that on July 6, 1734, his ship was sailing along the coast of Greenland when suddenly his crew saw a most terrible creature resembling nothing they saw before. The monster lifted its head so high that it seemed to be higher than the crow's nest on the mainmast.
Oh my god.
The head was small and the body was short and wrinkled. The unknown creature was using giant fins which propelled it through the water. Later the sailors saw its tail as well. The monster was longer than our whole ship. On the 6th of August, 1848, the captain of the HMS Daedalus and several members of his crew saw a giant sea serpent while sailing towards St. Helena, which was reported in the Times newspaper. They saw what they described as an enormous serpent between the Cape of Good Hope and St. Helena. It was said to have been swimming with around 4 feet of its head above the water, and they estimated that there was another 60 or so feet of the creature beneath the surface. The captain also said that it passed rapidly, but so close under our lee quarter that had it been a man of my acquaintance, I should have easily recognized his features with the naked eye. Several crew members stated that it remained in view for around 20 minutes. Another officer wrote that the creature was more lizard-like than serpent.
Fucking terrifying.
On the 14th of April 1849, a report was published in the Illustrated London News of a sighting of a sea serpent off the Portuguese coast by HMS Plumper. On April 5, 1885, the New York Times reported a sighting near San Francisco in which steamboat passengers described a huge black monster that rose 10 feet above the water, with a mouth 4 feet wide displaying rows of sharply pointed teeth. Its tail, said to be 60 feet long, was seen as it plunged back down into the depths. In 1938, two fishermen by the names of Ernest Watson and William Harrington witnessed a sea serpent while trawling for sole 4 miles east of South Wold, Suffolk, England. As they were returning to the harbour, they saw what they described as a huge dark grey-coloured animal with a long neck that appeared around 40 yards away from them, travelling at around 30 knots and estimated at being between 50 and 60 feet long. In October of that year, Mr. Watson told the Daily Mirror newspaper, "I have never seen anything like it in my life, and I've been nearly around the world." It kept its neck bent and showed its camel-like back, which stuck out of the water so far that we could see right under it. It was dark grey in colour. I've heard all about people seeing such things as the Loch Ness Monster, and I've laughed, but this was no laughing matter. In 1983, on Halloween, a sighting was reported by two construction workers repairing a section of California Highway from Stinson Beach, just north of San Francisco. It was described as being 100 feet long with a large horse-like head. A passing truck driver who also witnessed the event claimed that the creature had 2 humps on its back and described it as looking similar to a giant eel. It was also reported that as it swam away, it was followed by around 100 seabirds who glided above the surface.
Jesus.
Sea serpent sightings continue to be reported to this day from each corner of the world, with some gaining their own local nicknames. So is it not possible that the sea serpent could actually be an undiscovered yet very real species of marine life, seen many times by many people but never officially catalogued? How can the sea serpent be written off as a legend and nothing more, when it is readily admitted that we know less about our oceans than we know about the surface of Mars? Yes, the scientific community may scoff at the idea of the sea serpent, but that is the arrogance of man. If he hasn't seen it personally, then it must not exist.
So I think the last time people thought like the sea serpent was seen was, I think, 1938.
Damn.
Yeah. Because I think when it was first seen was 1876 or something like that.
Charlie Chris thinks Joe Biden is the best president of his lifetime.
Thank God for Joe Biden.
Chris would do to Florida what Biden's done
Get
to
out of here.
Is that a sea serpent?
So, huh?
Was the Loch Ness Monster to see this sea serpent?
I don't know. But anyways, so that was interesting. The attack of a sea serpent. But we're getting close to halftime here, and we're getting close to the end of the screen recording. Jesus. But yeah, we're getting close to halftime here, so. I don't know. Oh, that's freaking terrifying. The fact that it can grow from 20 to 100 feet is ridiculous.
Oh. Is that an England thing? What the fuck is that?
Don't know.
Because they're basically kind of like giant eels,
Oh god.
Oh, dude.
which supposedly those live in the ocean too.
Ugh. I know there's already some pretty big fucking eels.
Yeah, eels in the bottom of the ocean. Yeah, they're fucking.
They're so big and long.
Why is that just deeper down the ocean?
It's because the darker it is, the more they have to adapt to it not being light, so the more fucked up things you have.
Alright. So there goes the screen recording. And now we can get straight into halftime.
Woo! Look at that!
Alright, so the halftime this week is another half-ass halftime. First halftime I did by myself too. So that's fun. And but anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this halftime by myself.
And honestly,
So yeah, play the halftime in 3, 2, 1, go. Hey guys, welcome back to the Size of the Boys podcast halftime. This is the first halftime I'm filming by myself. So ain't that something? Anyways, so first off, I just want to say if you guys are having an awesome Labor Day weekend because this episode is airing on Labor Day weekend. Don't mind the dog. Ow. Don't mind the dog whining back there. Just we have to have the dogs and kennels because we are staying in a rental house right now, a rental home. So this is kind of like a vlog thing. I don't know, but we are staying in a rental home right now since, as I'm filming this, it is August 27th, which is a week before. And we're not allowed to move into the new house till September 9th, so we still got 2 weeks. But anyways, I'll give you guys a tour of the rental house. So rental house is basically like not as the legit house, but I'll just give you guys a tour of it. So we walk through this front door here. There's a kitchen, you know, stove, cabinets, dinner table, sink, counter. But this is a bedroom, obviously. You just walk straight out of the kitchen here, and then you enter the bedroom. And this is one of the bedrooms. Because my mom's sleeping in this one, so that's nice. And then over here, you got a closet. It's a big old closet, actually. Like, look at that. Like, goddamn. I mean, I know Florida is usually known for like big walk-in closets. So that's nice. If you guys didn't know, I'm in Florida now, so I'm not going to tell you exactly where. That's private, but I don't know what. I'll tell you right now. We're in the Melbourne and Palm Bay, Melbourne area. That's all I'm gonna say. And yeah, so you exit this from here. There's this long ass hallway for no reason at all. Like, I'm not even like I just find it odd how there's just like a hallway here, you know. But I'm not trying to complain or anything. But over here you have a mirror. Hi. And over here you have a bathroom. At the end of the hall here, you also got bathtub, you got toilet, another mirror. And behind me you have another mirror. So many freaking mirrors, like god dang, like why are there gonna be so many mirrors? But you got some lovely like pictures here, like some got paintings, and this room's actually just like, it's nothing special, just like another spare room, which I'm not sleeping in there. But yeah, it's just like, it's kind of creepy looking, so I don't really want to feel like going in there. But anyways, so and then at the end of this hallway here, this is supposed to be the living room? Question mark. You have a little exercise kit here, which is fun. You got Layla over there, and then you got Odin over there, and then you got Leo passed the hell out right there, and then you got me with my YouTube stuff and whatnot, and the TV that I couldn't get to work, which is fine, and then the couch I sleep on every night. Yeah. And yes, that's pretty much the place, the rental place anyway, that we're going to be staying at for 2 weeks. So yeah, and it's cool because like there's a backyard, but it's like this area is like filled with a bunch of like other houses. So it's kind of like a townhouse if you think about it, but with other people here. And then there's this big ass backyard that we take the dogs out to and whatnot. And it's also right by like a grooming place for the dogs too, so that's pretty neat. I don't know, it's just like an interesting way of like seeing things. Because I never thought like, you know, we would be staying at a place like this, but it's cool, you know. But yeah, I hate how there's so many mirrors though. I don't like how there's so many mirrors, it kind of creeps me out. But anyways, but yeah, we still have like less than a minute left till the end of the halftime. What if you guys want to see what's in this room here? God, it's so freaking dark. Where's the light? There we go. And this is the spare room here. And yeah, it seems like it's kind of, I don't really like feel like sleeping in here because it's kind of creepy, but it's alright. But anyways guys, so yeah, that's the halftime. Hope you guys enjoyed, and let's get back to the podcast. Alright, and that was the halftime. Hope you guys enjoyed that.
We're back.
Yep, we're back.
Welcome to America.
Welcome to America.
Wow, what an amazing.
This is America. England is the city.
So the first half was basically on a sea serpent. But we still got a list here of all these mythical creatures here.
Wow, that's adorable.
So there's a merman. A merman? A merman?
Merman?
Yeah.
Well, I know that's gay. Let's talk about dragon. A dragon.
Crucial deception of salamanders.
What?
What?
Yeah.
Salamander?
Yeah, it literally says crucial deception of salamanders. That's what it says. But what else is here? There's a calpi, a hippocampus, a red cat, these are freaking weird. Anyways, trying to think of other mythical creatures, because I think that's all they had for the list.
Unicorn.
Unicorn?
Unicorn.
Unicorn. Alright, the unicorn is a legendary creature that has been described since antiquity as a beast with a single large pointed Braylen hump projecting from its forehead. What does calling someone a unicorn mean? Since it first named the one-horned equine of war around the 1200s, the word unicorn has gone on to name a person or a thing that is rare and highly valued, whether that's a $1 billion startup or that special someone in your life. Oh, okay. What does unicorn mean in texting? What? What does unicorn face? The unicorn face emoji shot sparkles and magic and rainbows. It can express anything bright and sparkly, from fashion styles to political moods. Alright. Where are unicorns from? There we go. From the natural frickin' thing here. The unicorn appeared in early Mesopotamian artworks, and it was also referred to in the ancestor myths of India and China. The earliest description in Greek literature of a single horned Greek monoros, Latin unicornis, animal, was by the historian Clesus. What is a male unicorn called?
Oh, what?
I've heard the term Pegasus used as a male counterpart to a unicorn. So a Pegasus?
No. Pegasus is winged and not horned.
Yeah, Pegasus is like in Greek, it has wings on its shoulder blades.
Oh, okay. Alright.
I guess a male.
Yeah,
Also male.
a male unicorn would just be called a horned one.
Well,
One.
unisexual. Sexual. So.
Here, I'm going on YouTube and putting.
What is it just is?
Just
Maybe it's no, it has both male and female reproductive
no.
translinks.
Yeah. Just have me about to call. Just gotta pencil bed. Yeah.
Oh, okay, here we go. Top 10 mythical. Layla, stop. Seriously,
Layla.
try and talk.
Oh yeah, we can still hear Layla too. We can hear her going.
But there's a video here that says top 10 mythical creatures caught on camera. It's a 12-minute video and has 1.3 million views. Layla, stop it, seriously. Alright, the top 100 mythical creatures of myth and folklore. Let's do that. It's an 8-minute video, so we can fit that into a screen recording.
Okay.
So, starting a screen recording. 3, 2, 1. Alright. And the top 100 mythical creatures of myth and folklore.
So I've got my essay
Oh
written.
my god.
So now I'm going to
I
show
don't
you
care
how I
about
use
your
brand
stupid
ratings.
essay.
Okay, so here's my essay. And I'm going to...
Stupid ass settings.
Am I really getting a Christmas commercial right now?
Yes, Christmas, because so close to being done. They're popular.
I literally just got a Christmas commercial.
It is definitely Christmas time here in the United States of the Americas.
Okay, Hemboy to it. What the frick? This is top 100 mythical creatures. Yakaruna? That's really a snail, what the fuck? Alama, Chinese mythology. A Ushi-Oni? That Japanese mythology.
Oni.
Yeah, that's Japanese.
Yes, I love Oni. They're one of my favorite mythology creatures.
Sleipnir, Norse mythology. Azaku, Babylonian mythology.
On multiplayer even has a story, and that fucking guy they see over here, they're like, the Oni?
A fishman? What? A Yali? Captain, Romanian mythology and folklore. Water Leaper. Monoceros, Hellhound. Global culture. Peachy, and Argus, Manatee. Oh. A siren, Russian mythology. A subway, Serbian mythology. And what the fuck are they trying to say that? An Hindu form. Sir Popper, Egyptian mythology. Mars, Greek mythology. Elf, Germanic mythology, folklore. Questing beast, Arthurian, local legend, a Yao, or is it for European mythology? Namazu, Japanese mythology, a Wyvern, Persia, a Levantian, Jewish mythology, winged lion, Mesopotamian mythology, a Garuda, Hindu mythology, Ammit, Egyptian mythology, Makara, Hindu mythology, Harpy, Greek mythology. How many ships can it add? Taurus from mythology, French mythology, a phoenix, Greek mythology. A greyhound, medieval or Howardry, Abia, Translation mythology, Kiwaku, Albanic mythology, Hanushi,
You're on camera.
Esquila mythology, Tumbaba, Nevada, Disney, European mythology, folklore, a fashion, Scottish, Irish mythology, Scorpion Man, a cat mythology, a Garian, Greek mythology, a Hactan chariot, Greek mythology, a cactus, Roman mythology, an atlas, Inuit mythology, Echidna, Greek mythology, a Cyberus, Greek mythology, Baby Moth, Greek mythology, a cherry genus, Greek mythology, a Pomeranian, Irish mythology, a Hydra, Roman, Greek mythology, a Minotaur, Greek mythology, Imp, European folklore, a Septicli, Aztec mythology, Hippocampus, Equestrian mythology, Spinners, Norse mythology, a leprechaun, Irish folklore. Ads, get the fuck out of here, seriously. Sea serpent, there you go. Greek mythology. A typhoon, Greek mythology. A manticore, Persian folklore. Red cap, border folklore. Cyclops, Greek mythology. Pixie, Cornish folklore. A gull, Arabian mythology. A Pegasus. We talked about that. A Pegasus in Greek mythology. A Kappa, Japanese folklore. A fairy, European folklore. A hippogriff, medieval pastries. A centaur, Greek mythology. A griffin, ancient Egyptian mythology. Medusa, Greek mythology. a sphinx, ancient Egyptian mythology, a base leaf, European mythology, a yeti, Nepalese folklore, a mermaid, global culture, Loch Ness monster, Scottish culture, Greek folklore, humor, Greek mythology, a dragon, global culture, and number 1 is a werewolf, global culture. Wolf, human shapeshifter. Wow, that was 100 of them. With the time that we have left on this screen recording, let's look at the comments here. I'm surprised dragons are number 1 considering they're basically the mythical creature. Medusa is actually a gorgon, which is what winged females with snakes in place of hair are called. I have an odd feeling that not all of the creatures are myths. I can no longer see Echidna as anything other than a cute, white, haired anime girl now. Oh my god. Mythology is cute knowing olden cultures. Vampires, am I a joke to you? But yeah, because vampires were even in the list.
Oh, do you want this out?
Alright, so there goes that screen recording. Now to end it off, I think we should watch the top 10 mythical creatures caught on camera to end it off.
Yeah, no. Why? It's cringe.
Which I don't know if you guys, because you guys aren't, you guys aren't going to be able to see us. I don't know if you guys want to look it up on your phone or something. And watch it at the same time watching this. I don't know how you guys want to do it.
Yeah.
So just look up top 10 mythical creatures caught on camera. It's an 11-minute 49-second video.
11:49?
Yeah, with 1.3 million views from 2 years ago.
Oh, okay, yep.
Uploaded by top 5 best, even though it's top 10, but.
Yep. Alright, ready?
Alright. Well, I'm gonna click first just because there's probably gonna be an ad. So.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Alright, hold on, I can't skip an ad. I can't skip it. Alright, shit, hold on. Screen recording, hold up. Alright. Starting the screen recording, 3, 2, 1. Alright, last screen recording. Alright.
Parents eat they deserve. Governor Ron DeSantis, putting students first, protecting parents' rights.
Alright, here. God damn it, double act. I swear to God. Alright, are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
Can a creature be considered mythical if someone has footage of it? Have I asked this question before? Because that actually feels very familiar. Probably because today we present to you yet another 10 mythical creatures caught on camera. Number 1 is Canada's answer to the legendary Loch Ness Monster, so stay tuned to find out just what that one is. Number 10. The Bear Lake Monster. The Bear Lake Monster is a cryptid appearing in local folklore near Bear Lake on the Utah-Idaho border. The myth originally grew from articles written in the 19th century by Joseph C. Rich, a Mormon colonizer in the area. He was retelling second-hand accounts of sightings of the creature. However, he later recanted the stories. In recent years, the monster is considered to be a tourist attraction, with hundreds of tourists hoping to catch evidence for the creature. The creature, if it does exist, has seemed to have gone in hiding with the last sighting reported in 2007. The beast of Bear Lake is often described as being at least 40 feet long and with short but powerful legs. The beast was known to wait for its victims by the shores and then pull them in. It is also known to attack unlucky swimmers in the lake. It is reported as grayish-greenish with the head of an alligator. This clip was said to have been taken on Bear Lake, which reportedly shows a huge creature thrashing about in the water in the distance. The video is pretty low quality and you can't really see what's happening. However, the uploader claims that it was footage of the Bear Lake monster. Number 9. The Beast of Bray Road. The Beast of Bray Road is a hairy humanoid with canine features that was sighted near the towns of Dollywise and Elkhorn in Wisconsin, mainly during the 1990s. It was labeled a werewolf in local folklore. However, some people think that it is a cryptid canine instead. Some researchers consider the Beast of Bray Road to be identical to a kind of Wisconsin Bigfoot named the Bluff Monster, or the Eddie. Other names that have been applied to the Beast of Bray Road includes the Bearwolf and the Indigenous Dogman. It has been in the media regularly since the first sightings were publicized, and even had a low-budget movie based on its legend. Because of the numerous witnesses who have claimed to see this creature, the evidence supporting the Beast of Bray Road is far greater than the evidence supporting almost any other werewolf legend. In this photo, we see a photo of a canine-like creature crossing the road on its hind legs. Whether this actually is the Bray Beast, we will probably not know. What do you think? Number 8. The Hellhound is a supernatural canine, much like the Beast of Bray Road. Features that have been attributed to hellhounds include black fur, glowing red or sometimes glowing yellow eyes, super strength or speed, ghostly or phantom characteristics, foul odor, and sometimes even the ability to talk. Tales of the Hellhound go as far back as ancient Greece, the three-headed dog Cerberus being one of them. Legend says that if someone is to stare into its eyes 3 times or more, the person will definitely die. In cultures that associate the afterlife with fire, hellhounds may have fire-based abilities and appearance. They are often assigned to guard the entrances of the world of the dead, such as graveyards and burial grounds, or undertake other duties related to the afterlife or the supernatural, such as hunting lost souls or guarding a supernatural treasure even. In European legends, seeing a hellhound or hearing it howl may be either an omen of death or even a cause of death. This footage was first shown on the TV show Mountain Monsters. In the clip, the hosts were interviewing a man who allegedly captured the elusive hellhound on video. The video shows what clearly was a black quadrupedal animal, but whether it's a real hellhound, we're probably never gonna know. Number 7. The Skunk Ape. The skunk ape, or Myaka ape, is a bipedal humanoid, possibly a relative of the more popular Bigfoot, reported in the southeastern United States, including Texas, Georgia, and Louisiana. However, most notably, it's also been reported in the Florida Everglades. It has black fur and glowing red eyes, unusual for most primates because most primates lack a tapetum lucidum, a layer of tissue behind the retina that reflects light. Most witnesses say that this is a creature that gives off a terrible odor, so much so that you would definitely smell it first before hearing or seeing it, hence the name. The first ever sightings of the skunk ape were reported through the 1960s and 1970s. In autumn of 1974, many reports were filed in Dade County, Florida. This photo was taken in 2000 and is said to be undeniable proof of the skunk ape. And this video was uploaded to YouTube back in 2013 with the title, "I Think I Saw a Skunk Ape, Please Help." Are these sightings that of a skunk ape or just a misidentified known primate? We're probably not gonna know. What do you think? Number 6. The Mothman. The state of West Virginia has had its fair share of strange and often inexplicable events, such as the visitation of the Flatwoods Monster and Indrid Cold. But perhaps the strangest yet is the arrival of the creature known as the Mothman, who changed the sleepy little town of Point Pleasant forever when he swooped in on one cold autumn night in 1966. Today, Mothman is one of the most well-known cryptids in the world, made famous partly by John Keel's book, The Mothman Prophecies. The first recorded Mothman sighting took place on November 12, 1966, near Clendenin, West Virginia. 5 men were in a cemetery preparing a grave for burial when they saw something they couldn't explain. Lifting off from the nearby trees was a brown-winged creature. The men held to the fact that what lifted off beyond the trees was no bird. It was a humanoid. These photos surfaced accompanying the Mothman's most recent sighting. In the pictures, the creature appears to have wings with pointed tips and long legs, bent at an awkward angle. Point Pleasant locals such as Carolyn Harris believe the pictures could be real because there have been so many other sightings over the years. If you want to know more about Mothman, you can find more in his book series, some movies, as well as in the game Fallout 76, where he's actually an enemy. Number 5. Kangamato. Kangamatos are large pterosaur-like cryptids living in a semi-tropical region of Africa, particularly in Zambia, the Congo, and Angola. Its name means breaker of boats, or overturner of boats, as the Kangamatos are said to have capsized the canoes of natives and attacked people who ventured too close to the nearby rivers. It is described as a reddish lizard with membranous wings and teeth in its beak. Its wingspan ranges from 4 to 100 feet across. When shown a picture of a pterosaur, natives said that it was a picture of a Kangamato. There are several historic reports of European explorers being attacked by large winged creatures, and quite often people reported to have received wounds from the Kangamatos as well. It is thought to eat mostly fish, but also occasionally humans. Kangamato is also said to dig graves and steal human corpses, because in Africa the burial usually is not too deep. The footage you are seeing, however, was not taken in the skies above Africa, but rather in Idaho. It shows a pterosaur-like creature soaring in the sky. I suppose it could be possible that some species of these flying reptiles survived the Great Extinction. Number 4. The New Louisiana Swamp Monster. The New Louisiana Swamp Monster is a creature that was claimed to live in Louisiana. It was first sighted by a hunter in Berwick, Louisiana, who reported to the media that he found this bizarre image on his deer stand camera. The hunting camera was broken, but the memory card was still there, and so was this remarkable photograph. NBC news station WVLA Baton Rouge feels like it looks like a cross between a human and an animal, with long, slender appendages and glowing eyes. This photo has been online for quite some time now, but is often associated with another mythical creature called the Wraith. In this footage, a similar creature was also filmed by a group of friends who were out camping in the woods. Unfortunately, the location where the footage was taken was never mentioned. Could these two pieces of evidence be that of a monster that roams the swamps of Louisiana? Number 3. The Fresno Nightcrawler. The Fresno Nightcrawler, also known as the Fresno Alien, is a cryptid that has made 2 appearances so far. One in Fresno, California, and the other in Yosemite National Park. In both sightings, it's only seen in video footage. Fresno Nightcrawlers appear to be relatively short creatures, with most of their height being made up of their legs, as they possess an extremely small upper body. It is hard to find details in the upper body of the cryptid due to the poor quality of its footage. It is an extremely thin, white humanoid with no discernible arms. The larger specimen appears to have webbing connected from each knee to the torso. The creature has also been spotted in Yosemite, where footage was again taken from what appears to be another security camera. This time, there are 2 creatures, one being very small, and the feet of the creature can clearly be seen. Here's a video of that original sighting. Since their original sighting, many have said to have seen these weird creatures in many places like California and Ohio. Now it's time for today's best pick. Today's pick has a lot of video and photographic evidence associated with it, which begs the question why it's still considered mythical. Number 2. El Chupacabra. El Chupacabra is a cryptid that is renowned for its attacks on livestock, hence the Spanish name the goat sucker. It supposedly eats chickens, goats, and other farm animals and pets. It has been reported all over the Americas, specifically the southwestern United States, Mexico, and Puerto Rico. There are 2.
Need screen recording. Need screen recording. 3, 2, 1.
Common versions of the Chupacabra, and pets. It has been reported all over the Americas, specifically the southwestern United States, Mexico, and Puerto Rico. There are 2 common versions of the Chupacabra. There is a reptilian kind, the true Chupacabra, and a canid kind, which are also called blue dogs. There have been more than 2,000 sightings of both types. The internet is littered with photos and videos of alleged Chupacabra sightings, none of which have been fully verified. This footage is probably the most famous of all, showing a dog-like creature running away from a police patrol car who was chasing it. Most people think that it's just a dog with mange, but what about you? Do you believe in these bloodthirsty bloodsuckers? Before we move on, I've got a little challenge for you that'll take 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal. You just leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell, and you will get 25 years of amazing luck. Try it, it really works. Number 1. Ogopogo. Ogopogo, or Naitaka, is the name given to a cryptid lake monster reported to live in Lake Okanagan in British Columbia, Canada. One famous sighting occurred in 1926 at an Okanagan Mission beach. This event was supposedly witnessed by about 30 cars of people who all claimed to have seen the same thing. The most common description of Ogopogo is a 40-50 foot long sea serpent. British cryptozoologist Carl Schulker has categorized the Ogopogo as a many-hump variety of lake monster, and suggested it may be a kind of primitive serpentine whale such as Basilosaurus that lived 40 million years ago. However, since most evidence consists of footage of strange ripples and wakes on the lake's surface, like the footage you are seeing now, what the creature actually is and what it looks like is kind of a toss-up. Ogopogo's charm, however, seems to have overshadowed the possibility of it not being real. It has become a major tourist attraction, with thousands of tourists coming to the lake each year, hoping to catch a glimpse of the legendary creature. Did we leave anything out? Let us know in the comments section down below. And watch more videos about amazing creatures, real or otherwise? Click on any of the videos you see on your screen. As always, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Later, everybody.
Hello, well planned, sir.
How's what?
Kinda stupid.
Oh. Yeah. So look at some comments here. The video shows a dog-like creature running away. Oh, hear me out. It could be a dog. It's funny how people just make creatures using their imagination and ends up being real. Look at the poor quality video. Every mythical creature is sighted in history. The hellhound could be a bear. In our school, there's also a mythical creature called Flying Chalk and Flying Book. If you don't behave, it will hit you in the face. Alright, maybe this is more comments really just ranking. I believe in these things and ghosts. Who else? Alright, but what did you guys think of this whole thing?
I thought, dude, I've seen that stuff before. Like, that's stupid. Like, chasing after the legendary ghost sucker. Motherfucker, that's a fucking coyote. That's a jackal or some shit.
This is Paul.
But anyway, so that was kind of like a podcast. We're kind of going a little bit over, but that's all right. You know. But is there anything you two want to say before we end off?
It's nice to be back on no podcast.
Even though you guys might not be on as often as we'd like, but this is the best we can do right now.
It happens.
So until next time, until we see you guys back on the podcast, or is there anything you want to say to the peoples? I know. Hopefully we can make like a reunion episode. Either if you guys end up coming down here, or if I end up going back up there at some point. Yeah, but anyways, guys, if you guys enjoyed this episode, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And subscribe to my main channel. Link is in the description below. And subscribe to Braylen's channel. I'll put that in the link too. Wish him well as he gets back to being healthy and whatnot. And then Owen, shut up. Anyway. And hopefully we'll be able to get Braylen back on the podcast in the next coming weeks. And yeah, that's kind of the only thing that's going on right now. I hopefully will, and you guys will probably will see KJ and Hunter on next week, maybe too, since it might be a few weeks. So we got Braylen back on, but yeah, if you guys enjoy, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, we will see you guys next week, and have an awesome Labor Day weekend. And
Don't get too drunk and don't get T-Bone Bangkok.
And as always, we'll see you guys next week. Deuces.
See you later.
Trapping.